Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. Welcome to a new ICP video. It's really been a few days since my last update here on ICP, and to be honest with you, I just want to start by apologizing for not making regular updates because really the price has just been going sideways, so there wasn't much to talk about. But I've actually gone ahead and taken a deeper dive into this chart and try to figure out what has been happening right there. This is what I want to share with you. Today is going to be just a quick update. So usually the YouTube algorithm doesn't favor short videos. I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for ICP internet computer price updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do TA on ICP and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Let's get right into it here on the daily time frame. So you can see that we have had this liquidation event which sent the price right around something like $5.50. This was really painful, I will tell you that, with a high degree of certainty. But what I've been saying here from the beginning is that what we are doing here is also the same thing that we were doing back in the summer, right? You can see the capitulation there. You can see that even then there was a massive amount of ICP that was bought right here. We are also seeing pretty much the same thing. There was a very high demand of ICP being bought right there, which is always a good sign that you want to see with these liquidation events. Now, in recent memory, because of leverage that has been introduced into the market, we have seen more and more of these liquidation events, but they all have one thing in common, which I'll share with you in today's video. But we're going to be making use of the Ethereum chart because it really represents what has been happening right there, nice and easy. So the first example here is the COVID-19 crash, and then you can see here the FTX collapse, which of course was marking the bottom of the bear market. We had another capitulation event August 2024. So as I've mentioned already, all of these liquidation events were marking the bottom. Now, one interesting fact about the one that we have had recently here is that it was bigger than this one in August, this one at the bottom of the FTX collapse, this one here of the COVID-19 combined. Can you get that? This might, I mean, in terms of percentages, it wasn't as big, obviously, but in terms of money lost, this was bigger than all of them combined. So that was really, really interesting. Now, what makes you think that this is not going to be marking the bottom when we have seen all previous liquidation events marking the bottom? So in my mind, I think the bottom is already in, both for ICP as well as the Ethereum price set right there. Now, what are the kind of things that we're going to be looking forward to say that, okay, this was it, right? We are starting to push towards the upside. Again, we're looking for something that is common that has happened with all those liquidation events once again. So once we go down to the 4-hourly time frame, we realize that once you're having these liquidation events there, you at least have an initial response, which marks the top of the range. This needs to be cleared, as I'm going to be showing you with the other examples. This is back in August, for example, 2024, and you can see that after the liquidation, there was this initial reaction that you get right there. You waddle right below. Then once you are able to clear that, this is when you get your go signal, right? So that was just two examples, but let me show you here the FTX collapse, how this happened and how it marked the bottom of the bear market. The same story is being repeated. You have got your liquidation event right there, then you have got the initial reaction, which marks the top range right there. Just waddle right below that, and you're pushing again towards the upside. This basically is saying that this was the bottom. So again, from there we saw that Ethereum, although it was coming back down a little bit, but that the bottom was already in right there. This is actually how we have kickstarted this bull run that we are in with Ethereum. If we also go to one of the more scary ones, which was the COVID-19 announcement, right? Once again, what are we seeing? We are seeing that the price liquidates right there. Then it has this initial reaction. Once you're right there, you just basically set your boundaries and a range on top. Clear that, back test that, nice and easy. The bottom is in. Coming back here to the ICP price, once we go down to our 4-hourly time frame, we are seeing the same exact things that we have seen in the past. This market has not changed. What has happened here with ICP, we have had this waterfall crash, right? The liquidation event, and then of course right there we have had our initial reaction. The condition is very simple: break above this initial reaction, which is by around $7.60, close a few candles above that level. This is your green light to say that, you know what, this whole thing is over. But now, just as you saw with those previous structures, right, the time in which this thing can take, I mean, really wasn't so clear. Some of them were taking a shorter time, some of them were taking a longer time. So I mean, it's just a matter of waiting. But for me, I think I've concluded already that the bottom is in. And if I'm going to be buying more ICP, I think this is just a very good time to be buying ICP. From here, I would guess that the early indication is going to come from Ethereum. Once Ethereum is clearing $2,900 here, I think that's pretty much it. And with also the recent change in the market dynamic that we have seen, that people are moving away from meme coins and stuff like that, I think more of the liquidity is going to be coming back to more of this called utility altcoins, right? Ethereum happens to be one of those, and I think that ICP is arguably one of the best, to be honest with you. Although I think at this point the market has not yet figured that out, and it's not put already into the value of ICP. It's still going to be following the regular market cycles and stuff like that. That's why I'm saying that the early indication is going to be coming from Ethereum. Actually, speaking of that, we have seen one big cap do that, right? This is, XRP. What we have seen with XRP is that it's one of those which is actually doing well right now. Why? Because it managed to clear its initial reaction right there. So I think sooner than later, ICP is also going to come and do its own thing, right? We have to admit that this bull run, ICP is not a leader, but the truth of the matter is that we have the same setup that we have had back in the August liquidation event. And then we're also seeing that according to what Ethereum has done in the past, right, representing the rest of the market with all those liquidation events, we are on track only and only if Ethereum goes ahead and breaks something like $2,900. So this is the case here with ICP. For ICP, I think the value to be looking forward to is that $7.60. And of course, maybe exciting times can be coming. But congratulations if you happen to have some capital down here, because you're going to be able to scoop some ICP here for the cheap. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you could please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.